is these two. Everything else is right.
So those aren't right, those two.
I mean,
Blower.
yeah, and that's your
wipers. All right.
That's really the only two that's not labeled right. The rest of them are right.
And then you said this is gauges.
Yeah.
Cool. And then this is running lights and then all lights.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell when you turn it on. When you turn it that way, see only one light's on.
Yeah.
And when you turn it the other way, both of them are on.
Cool. And then, is there a high beam also or not?
Yeah, it's down there next to
cool.
your.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I had to mount that. It didn't have one before.
The high beam is on the floor. Nice.
And if you want me to, I can weld the two pedals together.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it without asking.
No. We were gonna say like just put a block there.
That's what I do. Is I put a strap across the two of them.
Cool. And then Josh, you turn your. This is fuel pump, right? Prime.
Yeah.
And then on. But you don't need to turn it on though, right?
It'll run on its own.
Okay. And then.
About the only time, you know, if you was like wanting to siphon some gas off of something or something like that, you could use the switch for it.
Oh, that's cool. And then the fan, will it remotely turn on? No. So you have to remember.
That temperature switch that it had on it,
Yeah.
it wasn't working right, so I just left it off.
All right. So we'll need to have to remember to turn that on.
Yeah.
Well, you can watch your heat, I guess, though, right?
Best thing to do most of the time, especially in summertime, is just when you turn the key on, just turn the fan on.
All right. And then your ignition and the fuel, and then you just. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can see it light up, you know.
Yeah.
I've got it wired up where the computer actually is controlling the fuel pump.
Oh yeah.
So, but if the computer for some reason didn't turn it on, you can turn it on yourself.
So the computer's controlling the fuel pump. That's cool. Awesome. And then he just put your switches down here.
Yeah, that's the pump. And then
locker. Very cool. Yeah, it's good.
And then the disconnect for the battery down here. You've got that's one battery, that's both batteries, that's the other battery, and then that's off.
Alright.
I would say most generally when you're running it, just put it on both.
Alright.
That way it keeps them both charged up.
Cool. Okay.
And y'all have to get these things adjusted out to where they fit you.
Alright. Cool. Yeah.
These are kind of nice, but they're kind of bulky too.
Yeah. It'll work for the time being.
Neat seats. Where'd those come from?
Justin ordered them somewhere. I think they're the wrong ones though.
They look nice, but they're not all that comfortable.
Is that right?
They're kind of hard.
Guess
They got the side things on, keep you in there. But they're a little bit hard though.
Guess we have to break it in. Break them in a little bit. Here, open this up a tiny bit. Let's see. Flip that up, would you, too?
Lay it against the inside.
A lot nicer now.
All the wiring's cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have that 4 miles of that cable that was the size of your wrist. The big red cable.
Yeah.
It must have had 4 miles of that stuff going everywhere.
It's funny.
And most of it wasn't
doing
doing.
a new harness in there. Just put a new harness.
Yeah. Okay, it's new everything. Yeah, I took every bit of the stock stuff. Every single piece of wire came out of it and started over. You know, I did take it down the road, but now I can't. I put a new speedometer cable and all that stuff on it. I'm sure it works. I can't remember watching it and see if it worked. I'm sure it does, though.
Cool. Those batteries are a lot nicer right there.
Well, they're nice and out of the way. The biggest drawback right there, if you have to change one, you have to take that seat out. But Optima batteries, you really shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to be changing them for any reason.
that, computer?
Yeah, it's a projection MSD.
That's why I put Optimus almost everything I've got, because you can let them sit for a year, and they'll still have a charge in them.
And he's working to find a latch for this box. It looks decent.
It's still had a bit in there, but it didn't want to turn off.
Looks good. Steering column looks slick. And your high-low beams.